Sister Callista Roy, the nursing theorist who created the adaptation model, received her Bachelor in Arts in Nursing in 1963 from Mount St. Mary's College in Los Angeles and completed her MSN from the University of California in 1966. She also pursued a degree in sociology in 1973 and finished her PhD in 1977, also from the University of California. Sister Callista Roy is a member of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet, a Roman Catholic religious congregation of women, a new kind of religious community in which a group of women who would profess simple vows, live in small groups, work to support themselves, and who would live and dress simply but in a manner appropriate to their circumstances. Their mission is to strive to serve all realms of human life with a special care for the poor. Roy is also a member of Sigma Theta Tau, Honor Society of Nursing, with members throughout 85 countries that supports the learning, knowledge, and professional development of nurses, making a difference in global health. Their mission is to advance world health and celebrate nursing excellence in scholarship, leadership, and service. While working towards her master's degree, Roy was challenged in a seminar with Dorothy E. Johnson to develop a conceptual model for nursing. While she was working as a pediatric nurse, Roy noticed the great resiliency of children and their ability to adapt in response to major physical and psychological changes. Roy was impressed by adaptation as an appropriate conceptual framework for nursing. Sister Callista Roy combined Harry Helson's work in psychophysics that extended to social and behavioral sciences and Rappaport's definition of system to view the person as an adaptive system. She also combined the assumptions of humanism and creativity. Humanism asserts that the person and human experiences are essential to knowing and valuing that they share in creative power, while creativity affirms the belief on the purpose, value, and meaning of human life. From the citations and assumptions, Sister Callista Roy developed the Roy Adaptation model. Adaptation. Roy refers it as a process and outcome whereby thinking and feeling persons, as an individual or in groups, use conscious awareness and choice to create human and environmental integration. She pointed that rather than simply striving to respond to environmental stimuli to maintain integrity, every human life is purposeful in a universe that is creative and persons are inseparable from the environment. Nursing. Roy defined nursing as a healthcare profession that focuses on human life processes and patterns and emphasizes promotion of health for individuals, families, groups, and society as a whole. She identified that nursing activities as the assessment of behavior and the stimuli that influence adaptation. Nursing judgments are based on the assessment and intervention are planned to manage. As nurses, our goal is to promote adaptation for individuals and groups. Person. For Roy, humans are holistic and adaptive system, which is described as a whole with parts that function as unity for some purpose. And that humans are rooted in consciousness and meaning by which they adjust effectively to changes in the environment and in return affect the environment. Roy also defined that the person as the main focus of nursing, the recipient of nursing care, a living and complex adaptive system. Health. Health is a reflection of adaptation, that is the interaction of the person and the environment. It is also the process of being and becoming integrated in the whole person. In one of her writings, Sister Callista Roy wrote that health is not a freedom from the quality or state of being impossible to avoid, like death, disease, unhappiness, and stress, but the ability to cope up with them in a competent way. Environment. Environment, as described by Sister Callista, is all the conditions, circumstance, and influences surrounding and affecting the development and behavior of person or group, with particular consideration of the mutuality and balance of person and earth resources. It is the changing environment that stimulates the person to make an adaptive response. Environment is the input into the person as an adaptive system involving both internal and external factors. The model conceptualized by Roy focuses on the concept of adaptation of the person. Her concept of nursing, person, health, and environment are all interrelated to the central concept. The person continually scans the environment for stimuli, made the response, and adaptation occurs. Those adaptive responses are those that promote integrity and help the person achieve his or her goals. Nursing has a unique goal to assist the person's adaptation effort by managing the environment. And the result is attainment of an optimum level of wellness by the person. There are two interrelated subsystems in Roy's adaptation model, the primary or control process subsystem and the secondary or effector subsystem. The primary or control process subsystem consists of the regulator and the cognator. Roy views the regulator and the cognator as the methods of coping. In the regulator coping subsystem, it is where the person responds automatically through the neural, chemical, and endocrine coping process. While in the cognator, the person responds to the cognitive and emotive channels, perceptions, learning, judgment, and emotion. Perception of a person links the regulator with the cognator, and that input into the regulator is transformed into perceptions. While perception is also a process of the cognator, the response of following perception or feedback of both the cognator and the regulator. The secondary or effector subsystem consists of four adaptive modes, named the physiological physical adaptive mode, self-concept group identity adaptive mode, role function adaptive mode, and interdependence adaptive mode. The physiological and physical adaptive mode. The physiological mode is associated with the physical and chemical processes involved in the function and activities of a living organism, where five needs are identified, namely oxygenation, nutrition, elimination, activity and rest, and protection. In the physical mode part, it is where the manner of adaptive behavior of a human manifests relative to the basic operating resources available for the person. In this mode, the basic need of the physical mode is operating integrity. The self-concept group identity mode. This mode focuses specifically on the psychological and spiritual aspect of the human system. As self-concept is defined, it is the composite of beliefs, feelings about oneself at a given time, or is formed from perception from other feeling or internal perception of the person. In this mode, a person needs to know who one is so that one can be or exist with a sense of unity, meaning, and purpose in the universe. While in the part of group identity mode, it reflects how people in groups perceive themselves based on environmental feedback. It can be comprised of interpersonal relationship, group self-image, social milieu, and culture. In this mode, the basic need of the group is the identity integrity. Role function mode. The focus on this mode is the roles of the person occupies in the society. A role functioning in a unit of society has set of expectation about a person occupying one position, how he or she behaves towards a person occupying another position. Roles can be analyzed by imagining a tree formation. Trunk of the tree is the one's primary role, for example, a female or male. From these branches will be the secondary roles. For example, the female become a mother, a teacher, or a nurse. off from the branches of the secondary will grow the tertiary roles. The nurse that has the role of taking care of the patients, interacting with the family, involving in health teachings. Interdependence mode. Focus of this mode is the close relationships of people, their purpose, structure, and development. This relationship involves the willingness and ability of others to give and accept what the one has to offer, such as love, respect, value, knowledge, commitment, time, and talents. The basic need of this mode is termed relational integrity. As a whole, the person is made up of 6 subsystems. These subsystems, regulator, cognator, and the 4 adaptive modes, are interrelated to form a complex system for the purpose of adaptation. A nursing educator once said that there are 3 types of nursing theorists: those who focus on needs, interaction, and outcome. The Roy adaptation model is classified as an outcome theory. Her conceptions of person and of the nursing process contributed to the science and art of nursing. Sister Callista Roy's adaptation model is a theory that could be applied to nursing care. Hamner discovered that Roy model provides a structure in which manipulation of stimuli are not overlooked, as it emphasizes identifying and reinforcing positive behavior, which speeded recovery of the patients.